My vanilla beans arrived today. I buy them by the bunch. I like to use them a lot in what I do in the kitchen. I'm going to use 5 of them to make extract with. A good vanilla bean is nice and soft and supple. I use alcohol to make vanilla extract. It takes a very long time to make a good vanilla extract this way, 6 months to a year, and the extract improves with age, so I am making another batch to enjoy next year now. I like to use vodka, Jack Daniels, and I'm going to do a Barbados rum today. I am using 500 milliliters of a good quality rum and will always be continually adding to the bottle as needed. The beans can never be above the alcohol line or they'll start to mold. I split all the beans in half and then cut them in half lengthwise to fit into the jar. I jam the vanilla beans into a 500 milliliter soda pop bottle, one with the ceramic stopper on top. I use a funnel to pour the rum into the bottle and give the bottle a good shake. I'll store this extract in a cool, dry place, and I'll check on about once a month to make sure there's enough alcohol covering the beans and give it a good shake. The secret to the best cream soda is to slowly cook vanilla beans with a little turbinado style cane sugar. This slow cook process creates a deep vanilla flavor without using alcohol. This is how I do it. I scaled out 150 grams organic white cane sugar and 50 grams of organic turbinado style cane sugar. Turbinado sugar just adds enough molasses to the mix. I split and scraped 3 whole vanilla beans and added them to the sugar. I poured the sugar and vanilla beans into a heavy-duty food saver bag. I added 2 tablespoons of lemon juice and mixed it in well. Too much juice in the bag will not seal properly. Too little juice and there will not be enough citric acid in the bag to liquefy the sugar. I closed the bag so it was airtight using a vacuum sealer machine. I add the sealed bag to a water bath and use an immersion circulator to keep the water at 95 degrees Celsius for 4 hours. The sugar liquefies into an intensely vanilla flavored syrup. I cut the corner of the bag and emptied the contents of it into a mason jar. I scraped the vanilla bean using a bowl scraper. Get every last little bit I can out of it. I store vanilla cream soda sugar in an airtight container and use it in the same way I use cane sugar. To make vanilla honey, I scale out 100 grams of honey. I split and scrape all the little vanilla bean seeds out of the pod and add them to the honey. I simply mix the beans in really well, and that's vanilla honey. The rest of the vanilla bean gets added to the vanilla sugar jar. Sealed up tightly in a jar, it'll keep fresh for a long time. It may crystallize over time, but it's just part of what honey does. To make vanilla honey simple syrup, I scaled out 100 grams of honey and added 100 grams of hot water to dissolve the honey. I split the vanilla bean and scraped the little seeds into the honey syrup. The rest of the vanilla bean gets chopped up and goes into the vanilla extract jar. I give the syrup a little stir and add a lid to the jar to store in the refrigerator until ready to use. This is a way to make vanilla powdered sugar. To make powdered vanilla sugar, I grind 100 grams of organic cane sugar with a dried out vanilla bean. I roughly chop up the vanilla bean so it'll fit into my wet dry spice grinder. I process until very, very finely pulverized. If the vanilla bean or organic sugar is a little wet, the powdered sugar will lump up. Vanilla powdered sugar is added to whipping cream, or more commonly called chantilly cream, because powdered sugar dissolves instantly. Sometimes granulated sugar can be gritty. Best stored in an airtight container. Vanilla sugar jar is a way to get every last little bit I can out of the vanilla beans I use. Every time I use a vanilla bean, I can wash it off, dry it out completely, and add it to the vanilla sugar jar. As I take the sugar out and use it, I just simply replace it with more cane sugar.